Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is the brother Lahab, back with another In Transit pre-camp thoughts. And first and foremost, before I get started, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. Know and pray this lesson be edifying to your elect. So, I was just, kind of meditating, this morning, and just thinking about all the misfortunes and shortcomings and trials and tribulations and different difficult positions that brothers and you sisters are gonna be put into in the coming in the near future, and how important it is to continue to endure. It's as Apostle Paul talked about, running that race, and like they say in saying in the world, roughly paraphrasing, the race is not to the swift or something to that degree. It's about endurance. It's a marathon, like Nipsey Hussle would say, man. So we got to continue to endure. So as the scriptures say, don't marvel when strange, something strange happened onto you. Roughly paraphrasing, and as the scriptures say, make not haste in time of trouble. So all this Jacob's trouble that we're soon to enter into is going to be a huge strain on brothers and sisters, man, because just to be honest, yes, it's difficult here in Babylon, but compared to a lot of different countries, it's been pretty, relatively comfortable, man, but as we continue to get closer and closer to the end, the calamities and the pestilences and the earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people, and all these different things start to come to pass, it's gonna be harder and harder, just to be out here, man. Like I was just saying earlier, I seen an article, 107 million Americans don't have jobs right now, right? And it says that in Ecclesiastes, that they should wake up at the sound of the bird, and shall basically not, roughly paraphrasing, the grinders have ceased, man. The jobs, few and few jobs. It talks about when in the day when the housekeepers shall tremble, and the housekeepers going into the economists, man. So there's so many things that are happening at the same time, and we have to continue to endure through all of it, man. Right? He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved, man. The righteous shall scarcely be saved, as the scriptures say. So it's all about endurance. It's all about running that race. It's all about being able to have, like Apostle Paul had that thorn, and he was able to continue to push forward. That thorn, whether it was a literal thorn, I'm not sure, but it represented affliction, and the scriptures talk about, a righteous man is tried in a furnace of adversity, man, roughly paraphrasing, man, tried like fine gold, so this is a trial of our faith, the Lord is requiring us to prove to him, Yahawah and Yahawashi, how much faith we really have, right? Because what is faith? Hebrews 11:1, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, So we have faith that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will deliver us out of all these said perils, man. You know, but as we go through them, you know, though it's not fun, you know, it may, you know, it hurts, it's burdensome, right? But if you look at the process, how they make gold, you know, when they gotta melt it down, then they gotta form it. They pour it into the you know, where basically the cast, you know, so they can form it into whatever shape they want. And you know, in that process, you know, as they're making like a Cuban link, for example, you know, they're pushing, they're pulling, they're you know, they got their hammers, they're, you know, got the mallets, banging on it and everything, hitting it with more fire with certain parts, you know, for certain links. They got to cut it, then bend it, then re-weld it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a process to get to that fine gold. But once you get the final product, it's shining, man. It's shining. You know? So, you know, this is the what we have to go through. This is the conditions of the battle, man. You know, as Yahawashi said, endure hardness as a good soldier. You know, no man warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, man. So we got to be, you know, have our minds fully set on the kingdom of heaven and what's to come and the bigger picture, man. You know, we can't be nearsighted, man. You know, the prophets were known as seers, a visionary. You know, we're visionaries. We can see all these different, you know, events coming down the pike. You know, and like I like to say, you know, at camp sometimes, you know, if Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi put all these curses on us and they all came to pass, well, naturally you would have to, you know, think that, well, if the scriptures say that the Lord is a man that he cannot lie, the words of the Lord don't come back void. Well, the Lord said that he would deliver his elect and that we would have a kingdom. And that we would, you know, he would wipe away all tears, you know. So seeing that, you know, should give, you know, brothers comfort, man, and you know, a few sisters out there, man. You know that the end is nigh, you know, as the scriptures say, you know, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So as we're seeing Esau and his kingdom go down, you know, Kwam Yasharallah, the rise of Israel, is simultaneously happening, man. And this devil's falling fast, man. As the scriptures say, he saw Satan fall as lightning, man. Right? Fall from heaven as lightning. Fall from rulership like lightning. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. You know, so all these things are coming to pass. And we know that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is working, man. You know? And we still, you know, have to, like I, you know, say from time to time, everybody has a tab. They have to pay for the wickedness that they've done. Jacob, of course, the children of Israel, and the other heathen nations too. You know, so if you're at a, you know, at a bar or what have you, you can, you know, you can start a tab, or you can pay as you go, right? So the men, you know, that have been called, you know, and the few sisters that, you know, are believers, right? You know, a tab would, you know, paying as you go would be us paying off our debt in increments, right? As opposed to Esau, 2/3, and the other heathen nations that are living deliciously, ain't worried about, you know, as scripture said, they didn't consider the latter end. They're not worried about, you know, what's to come when the lights turn on, man. You know, they're just having a good old time, dancing, drinking, you know, not a care in the world. But then when the bill comes, you know, when it's time to, you know, to pay up, you know, these devils ain't, they ain't gonna have enough to cover it, man. You know, and that's when Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to require that lump sum. So they're going to get a massive judgment at one time, as opposed to, you know, us brothers that are, you know, catching hell, getting afflicted, you know, and different things that, you know, befall us. We're getting chastised, you know, in increments, so to speak. You know, a little misfortune here, a little misfortune there. The car might break down here. You know, you might have to, you know, deal with the family problem over here. You know, just, you know, whatever the Lord sees fit, because we all have our own walks. You know, but ultimately, you know, it's a blessing to be chastised, man. The scriptures say the Lord chastises them who he loveth, you know, as a father when the son in whom he delighteth, roughly paraphrasing, man, you know. So just to keep us in line, keep us humble, you know, to keep us humble, to never have us be high-minded, man, you know. And it's beautiful, because I remember speaking to my 9-year-old kind of about, you know, arrogancy, pride, and being humble. And you know, we have a family member, you know, that kind of has an arrogant thing about him. He's young still, but, you know, and my son, you know, tells me he doesn't like it. You know, and I told him, I was like, well, you're not the only one that doesn't like an attitude like that. Yahawah and Yahawashi hate that, you know. So I was like, you know, take that as a learning lesson. If you don't like it, how do you think, you know, other people and the Lord feels about it, man? So you make it a point for yourself to always remain humble, man. Don't ever walk around and look down on other people because of, you know, you have this material thing and they don't. It's not about that, you know, because everything that, you know, all these things that are, you know, people possess right now, it's all vanity, you know. How does it say, I think it was in Peter, you know, knowing all these things shall be melted with fervent heat, what manner of person are ye to be, right? So knowing that all this is going to be gone, this whole land of Babylon the Great, aka America, will be utterly destroyed by nuclear fire, you know, and World War III, in a complete desolate desert place where only desert creatures will dwell. What manner of person are you to be? You know, why relish in material things when it's all gonna go to shit anyway? You know, I'm trying to remember how the scripture goes, but, you know, if roughly paraphrase, we boast in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, if I'm saying that correctly. You know, that's where we take pride, righteous pride, in knowing the names of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and knowing the ways of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Knowing the mind of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. The creator of everything. You know, true riches. You know, the scriptures talk about, I know thy poverty, right? And thou tribulation, but thou art rich, right? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, that's what makes us rich. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, of these times that we're coming into, Jacob's trouble. That's what makes us rich. When everybody else is going to and fro looking for the prophets, when the prophets are not going to be found, right? Because famine of the word is coming. You know, to find a man in the truth is going to be what the scriptures say. I'll make a man as fine gold. You know, find it in, you know, the wedge of Ophir, the finest of gold. And what happens with the finest of gold is what? It's super rare, man. So it's going to be super rare to find a man of the Lord. So that's the true riches right there, man. You know, when people are looking for answers and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, they're completely confused. you know, all that, you know, they're going to be looking for answers, you know. Scriptures talk in Proverbs, I think it's the first chapter, the Lord said, you know, in time of affliction, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, man, you know. So, I mean, hey, so, you know, endurance, man. You know, that was the point of this whole lesson, endurance. It's all about endurance. Endure to the end. You know, no matter what befalls you, you know, continue to seek our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi 10 times more, man. You know, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be fun. But the end result is you come out on the other side better, just like that wedge, you know, piece of gold, you know, that gets turned into a beautiful Cuban link, man. You know, might have some diamonds, you know, diamonds all in there and everything. You know what I'm saying? Bust down, you know what I'm saying? Shining, man. Shining like new money, man. You know? That's what we look forward to, you know? So we gotta go through, you know, that straight and narrow, man, that straight gate, that position of difficulty, in order to get to that field full of all goodly and pleasant things, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. You know. So I'm pretty much at my destination. You know. I hope and pray that you brothers and sisters were edified. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me the truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say a Baba Ball and Kwam Yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.